Hey guys, I'm a Forster here, and I just got my very first shipment in from Jet Pens. I just made my first order a week or so ago. I ordered 2 notepads of Tomoe River paper, and I'll show that to you in more detail in a second. And also some Diamine ink, which this is my favorite brand ink, Diamine. And it's 1864 Blue Black is what I ordered right here. But I wanted to make a real quick little video just to tell you what I'm up to. And basically it revolves around this pen. Now this is one of the first higher end pens that I purchased. This is a Lamy 2000, very popular pen. And but I haven't been totally pleased with it. I don't use it as much as I anticipated using it, mainly because it has a very narrow sweet spot. It's somewhat difficult for me to write with. And what I have in it right now is this Noodler's ink, the Heart of Darkness. Now Noodler's ink isn't my favorite, but I just wanted a basic water-resistant black ink to put in this pen. And so what I've decided to do, before I've considered selling this pen, to be honest, I've had that much dissatisfaction with it, but before I sell it, I wanted to give it the best paper that I could write on and the best ink that I know of that might suit this pen well. And so I have the Diamine ink, I have Tomoe River paper, and what's supposed to be a nice Lamy 2000 medium nib. And so I'm going to try a different combo and see how it works. Now let me show you this paper, and this is called Kanso Sashi. Kanso is Japanese for simplicity, and Sashi just means booklet. This is Tomoe River paper, and I am really impressed with that. They give you a sheet that you can slip behind the Tomoe River paper. It's so thin that you can see that index through it. And I'm just going to write. Now I haven't written with this pen in a while. The Quick Brown Fox jumps over. Okay, and I'm going to write that again since that ink didn't flow. I didn't warm this pen up. But it does have a narrow sweet spot, and I find it very hard to write with. Okay, it's writing a little better, but there was still a skip or two. You know, right here, that was a skip. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty the Heart of Darkness Noodler's ink out of this pen. I'm going to refill it with the Diamine, and I'm going to see how much better that it writes with the Diamine ink on Tomoe River paper. I'll be right back. Okay, I emptied the pen of the Noodler's ink, and now I'm going to put in this Diamine Blue Black ink. This is special ink, and I love these bottles, triangular shaped bottles. This is to celebrate the 150th year anniversary of this brand ink. But I want to collect, you can collect all of them. There's enough that they fit in a circle on a display case. I only have 3 so far. But let's get with it, and I'll open this ink up. Okay, and I didn't shake it, but I did turn it upside down. So what we're going to do is insert it in here, and I didn't get a rag. That's something I forgot to do. Okay, so let's see if we can not make a mess. Close this back up. Okay, and I'll turn that right there. So this might be a little messy, but I'm going to go ahead and try to write with it. Okay, there were absolutely no skips. Now it might be that there's just a lot of ink on that nib, and that's the reason, but I'm going to write it again. I'll take a little more care. But I've really been impressed with Diamine ink. And so I thought I would give it a try in this pen before I make a decision on whether to keep the pen or not. So far, I'm pleased with it. Now this is a Lamy 2000. It has a medium gold nib. And this is Diamine 1864 blue black ink. I think I'm pleased with it, but I'll keep writing before I make a decision. And I'm really impressed with this Tomoe River paper. I want to do a video just on the paper after I've done some research into how it's made, because it is really special. Let me turn the page over and just show you. It doesn't bleed through. Even as thin as it is, it doesn't bleed through at all. It doesn't feather. All right, so that's what I'm up to, just trying to solve or find a cure for my Lamy 2000. Y'all take care.